It's that time. Yeah. Not new computer time, but slightly newer-ish computer time. Maybe-ish, kinda, whatever. I decided that the iMac over there is not doing... It just isn't... No. It's not doing it for me. It can't handle live streams all that well, and it took me 8 hours to render a video that's 40 minutes long last night, so I'm not having it anymore, and I don't want to put any money into it, so let's move on. So what I picked up here is a business class Dell workstation. It's used, quite used. It's about 6 years old. Or 2012-ish, maybe. But yeah, this is my new rig. I did some testing on it, and it's got a clean copy of Windows 10, registered with the OEM Windows 7 license on the side of the case. Let's take a look under the hood. I love these corporate workstations. So this is exactly the same type of workstation that I used to buy at my job. So before I switched to Lenovo all-in-ones, I was buying Dell Optiplexes, just like this one here. And these are fantastic machines because they're built very well. They almost never die, except for the 2001, 2002 to about 2007 models, which had they had been caught up in that capacitor fiasco. But generally, these are well built. The cases are, pretty sturdy. It's better than any case that you'll buy today. It's not built for power, speed, or super expandability, but it does have a maximum capacity of 16 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. It has 8 in it now. It features 3 1X, I almost said AGP, PCI Express slots, and 1 PCI Express 16, which is occupied by a factory-installed discrete graphics card. This is an ATI Radeon 4 gigs of graphic RAM, GDDR. Yeah, it's got 4 cooling fans. It has 1 intake for the hard drive bay. It has a CPU fan. It has a graphics card, a GPU fan, and a power supply fan, so it's pretty well cooled. These were designed to be used by Judy in accounting 24 hours a day. I mean, they really were well made, which is why I was okay with buying one of these used rather than a consumer grade machine. The other benefit of these corporate workstations is that because they're sold to corporate companies, they're sold to often contract purchasers and, well, basically, so let me tell you a little bit about computer companies. They don't care about you. They don't care about consumers. They really don't. They make all their money from corporate clients. So they give them a better product for a better price. Yeah. You buy a consumer-grade laptop, and you're going to get Indian tech support, no offense, Pakistani, whatever. You're going to get foreign tech support. You're going to get driver support that only supports the current OS installed generally. You're going to get exotic hardware for performance and gaming and oh my. And you're going to get generally lesser quality materials, lesser quality all across the board. Unless you buy a Mac or an Apple product, which is pretty much, they don't differentiate corporate versus consumer. So, but companies like Dell, HP, Compaq, when they existed, Asus, maybe not Asus, but Acer definitely, and other desktop manufacturers, they would have 2 or 3 different quality tiers. The consumer was bottom of the barrel, and these corporate ones were robust, and they were more like old Ironsides. They would boot up every day, and they would have less examples. So yeah, these are built for the long haul, while the Walmart $400 ones are built for now. So let's go ahead and we're going to set this up. I've already installed my Pinnacle. I bought a license for Pinnacle Movie Studio 20, I think. I bought it last year for the laptop that I just sold. Turns out my license is still valid, so I installed it. Again, all the updates are installed. Let's just get it set up. And I don't know what I'm gonna do over here. I'm gonna have to take everything off the desk and kind of resort everything. So let's see how that turns out. And what a transformation! Holy crap! I got work to do, but hey, you know, I'm back to a Windows PC, and this one didn't really cost me much. I bought the keyboard and mouse new, of course, and the display, but it's a nice display. This is a frameless Acer. They call it. It's not really frameless. They just. Oh, it's also matte finish, which is really nice, but just an unusual design. Look at that. It doesn't go all the way to the edge like they want to make it sound. It's fake frameless, fake news. I'm ripping some CDs to my iTunes library that I added after the last iTunes backup I made, and I gotta fix this light. It's coming on and off and on. I think I'm gonna leave it on. Yeah, there we go. I fixed that pretty quick. So where are we? Yeah, so I'm importing some CDs. And getting that done. Wayne's World. I've had this CD since I got this for Christmas 1995. Yeah. Still have it. I still own every CD that I've ever acquired. Every single one. I've never lost or gotten... Actually, I lost one CD in a car accident, but that was like 10 years ago. No, longer than that. Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. Great album, check it out. Importing all my CDs. Just these three because I added them, like I said, before my last iTunes backup. So yeah, what can we talk about here? So let's take a look. I'm watching Perfect Strangers on the Goonie Vision over there. All right, Pinnacle. How does this creaky old Windows machine handle Pinnacle? We're gonna find out. This is gonna be the first video that I edit on this machine. And let me just confirm that this is in fact a dual-core i5 and not a quad. I'm pretty sure they make a quad i5. Let's find out. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. This would benefit from an SSD. Absolutely. Is it worth it? Well, that's subject to opinion. I don't know. SSDs are still pricey, and I mean, $120 to me is a lot to spend. I know I spent $100 on the display. I could have got a used display, but you know, I'm loaded. Anyway, no, I'm not really loaded at all. I just play one on TV. We've got Core i5. Yeah, it's a dual core. I believe. It's a 3470. We should look up what that means, what that is. 3470. Dual core. Well, let's look it up. Alright guys, so all's well in the Western Front. It launches Pinnacle. I don't know how well it'll handle editing. I mean, it can't be much worse than what I had, right? Right? So how long do you think before I snap and I buy a brand new machine again? Hopefully not. I don't want to waste any more money on systems that I don't need. Everything else works, and I gotta clean this up. Yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm using the camera as a flashlight right now. Anyway, so... Oh yes, upcoming. I found another machine. Not a classic, not one of these, not an all-in-one. I found a vintage Mac, one that I've been looking for specifically by model number for quite some time, and I'm going to be picking it up on Sunday. So hopefully that works out nice, and I'll have another Mac to play with. I don't know where it's going to go. It was one that I just cannot pass it up. I've been looking for this very specific machine for a very long time. As a matter of fact, almost as long as I've been on YouTube. Now, I could have bought one for, you know, the normal asking price for this particular model, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're going to wait, and I'm going to make you wait for it, and then you'll be like, oh, one of those. And I'm like, yeah, one of those. But anyway, so let me just, you know, do some more playing around and see how this old Optiplex can handle my usage. I have a bad feeling about this. But hey, at least I have a nice, shiny new 22-inch monitor to play with. I can hook it up to something else. I don't know. All right, until then, guys, have a great night.